School Charlie Young Boys, Dallas Gamer back in the building. And do you know about VTubers, man? I don't know too much about them personally, but I've been kind of interested in becoming one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, me with a fat model, bro. You know what I'm saying? We stay sexy out here. You know what I'm saying? But today we got Safira Denoma. She a small VTuber, but this video came across my recommended, and I had to see what's up. I think it's about this VTuber named Tora. Anybody in the VTuber community knows who he is. I only like seen him on Twitter sometime in passing, like a couple years ago. But you know, see what happened to that man. Like, subscribe. Her video will be in the description down below. Let's get to it.
Something that seems seldom talked about is just how overly flirtatious and sensual those in the indie VTuber community can be. And no, I'm not talking about the lewd tubers who stay in their lane, creating content on their own platforms, and otherwise remaining professional when not in creator mode.
So, I mean, we'll stop here, man. You telling me that these VTubers are unprofessional? Like, what? In that case, like, who are you working with? Like, children, bro? Like, I wouldn't want to work with, like, anybody underage or anybody who's, like, who can't be professional in a professional setting. You know what I'm saying? If you had to make money, that's what we're going to do. We're going to make money. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to fight, we're going to fight. But we ain't going to do it while we're making money. Unless it's making us some big time cash. You know what I'm saying?
I am talking about are the people who happen to be grown adults, mind you, who act like high schoolers adults, discovering puberty for the first time, who can't stop being thirsty over the
disregard what I just said.
Next moving thing that'll remotely entertain them for an iota of a second. These adults, these quote-unquote mature people over the age of 18, taint the population of VTubers with their frankly disgusting behavior, seeking sexual gratification and e-dating urges like it's Tinder, but on Twitter or Discord. Let's talk about one such prolific and disgusting creator known as...
Bro, I'll never... Okay, like, what's the appeal of e-dating, bro? Nudes? Like, have you never felt the sweet embrace of a woman? Like, be real, man. I feel like if, like, you're hunting down, like, e-dates or whatever, you're probably a virgin, have, like, limited contact with people, and or socially awkward. I'm socially awkward, and I don't like people, so I stay away from them. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the time and the place, you know what I'm saying?
Tora Karu, the so-called...
Don't mix business and pleasure, bro.
Tiger demigod VTuber, who has harassed many female-presenting VTubers and even committed assault. Before we get into it, though, a few points. First, everything described here is alleged. Also, please do not harass any individuals mentioned in this video. At the time of writing this script, Tora Karu has already deactivated his Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. His Twitch is still up, but with a default profile picture, no about section, and all his videos and clips have been hidden or deleted. On the other hand, you should support the victims that'll be mentioned in this video. I'll be sure to include their links in the description below with a source to their stories and experiences.
I will too, actually. Yeah, I like that idea. I will too.
Please give your warm support for those affected and support them on their VTuber journey as they recover and move on from this dark time in their life. In addition, this video will contain mentions of sexual harassment, assault, and even grooming allegations. I understand these topics can be very distressing, so please click away from the video if you do not wish to see or hear about this.
Man, all right. I'm in VTuber mode, man. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We in VTuber mode, man. All right. Harassment, assault, grooming, crazy allegations, bro. I don't know what bro's on, man.
Your own mental health is important. Please take care of yourself. Without further ado, let us talk about Tora Karu, the sex pest.
Sex pest is crazy.
Honey is such a good girl.
Get this freak out of my ear. Yo, what?
I love Emily so much.
Why didn't I get a warning about that, bro? Are you joking? Okay. Let's move on.
Tora Karu, as far as I know, has been a VTuber since 2022. His first design is an orange-haired catboy with an olive green jacket with a light brown or tannish fur-lined hood. He seemed to have this design for a while, and it wasn't until probably around 2023 when his 2.0 design was being teased that I personally became aware of this guy on Twitter. And from the get-go, I got bad vibes about this guy. I don't know what it was exactly, as my memory doesn't go back that far, but I'm pretty sure it went something a little like this. His design teaser popped off. He started getting hundreds of follows, inflated his ego and clout on the platform. And the dude kind of gave, like...
I think this is kind of why, like, I became aware of this nigga as well. I mean, one, I don't follow VTubers. Like, I'm not, like, I find it hard to, like, follow people. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the Twitter. I can subscribe to YouTube. Like, I'm subscribed to her channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even know who she is, but she getting a subscription from me. You know what I'm saying? I find it hard to, like, follow people on Twitter, but I, for some reason, found this nigga, bro, and I don't know why. Like, I don't follow any VTubers on Twitter, so, like, this man must have been, like, blowing up like crazy, bro.
Boy answers in the replies, Playboy vibes. He just seemed super flirty towards women, and I didn't like that. I don't know what it was exactly, but either way, I just like this guy.
Why don't you like that? Like, to be fair, like, why don't you like? What's like the turn off about that? Like, being super flirty towards women. Like, I never thought of that to be like a knock against somebody, but I'm gonna do it. Like, what do I know? Enlighten me, please.
Guy from the get-go.
Enlighten me,
I think
please.
he also subtweeted about other guys complaining about his design popping off. I gave him a bunch of followers, and that just further pushed me away. Needless to say, though, I am biased against this guy, and I'm not afraid to admit that. Anyway, his 2.0 design looks like this. Longer orange hair with a small black strand, tiger-like ears, has that Dorito-shaped body with broad shoulders, skinnier waist, washboard ass.
Hey, man, hey, somebody make me a VTuber model, bro.
Thick
Give
arm,
me a quote, bro. Give me a quote. Make me a VTuber model, bro.
and fat man tits that a lot of people seem to enjoy in this space. Not my thing, though. As well as flaming green flames motif and a spirit tiger toggle. Taking away the man piloting the VTuber, this is honestly a pretty cool design. It's eye-catching, appealing, has a good color palette, and really sells the Tora equal tiger motif. The model artist, Ranshu, did an amazing job, and their art is fantastic.
That's what's up, bro.
It's just a shame that this guy who commissioned the model turned out to be a massive creep, which we'll get into very shortly.
Bro, why, bro? What's wrong with y'all?
And karaoke's, ASMR content, just chatting streams, and playing games. He was also a prolific Skeb user, racking up costs of over 1 million yen from Skebs alone, which in this case probably equated to about over $7,000.
What's Skebs?
Skeb, for the uninitiated, by the way, is a platform where you can get art done by Japanese creators at a relatively affordable price, at the caveat of not being able to communicate any feedback or changes during the actual art creation process.
Okay.
I personally compare it to like a gacha, but with art of your OCs, and I can definitely see how it's addicting. But anyway, in this case, Tora often got art of himself and NSFW art of him and his mutuals or friends engaged in lewd or explicit acts. He even went so far as to make a few lists, one of which was called Tora's Breeding List, where he put literally hundreds of people in to eventually get NSFW art with. Like, how fucking horny do you have to be to get NSFW art with even over a dozen people? That's actually gross. And sure,
I mean, I guess, like, I ain't gonna knock, like, what you like, right? Unless it's, like, illegal, like what you like, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's consensual, or, you know what I'm saying? Like what you like. I ain't gonna knock anybody for that.
Says
You know what I'm
meanness,
saying?
but you'll find out this guy is 100% not meaning. Just wait. Unfortunately, on the surface, it seemed like this guy had a solid reputation in the community, even with all his questionable lewd content, with very little being spoken badly about this.
I kind of like her model though. Like, had like half like angel, half devil thing. I like what she got going on, man. Like, good work. Good
guy,
work.
except for the few
I
that
don't know
just
who did it.
didn't
Good
vibe with
work.
him since the beginning. Perhaps this is because the VTuber community, especially around 2022 and 2023, is what I'd personally consider pretty hypersexual, in that flirty comments were everywhere, and people often encroach boundaries unprompted. I don't know if that's ever been fixed, or if I just finally muted enough people or hermited into my own corner enough to see less of it in 2024, but that was definitely a noticeable thing when I was starting out in my VTuber career. Anyway, on March 17th, 2024, a brave victim by the name of Lily, the strawberry moonflower, spoke up about her experience
I
with
remember
Tora
seeing
in the
this.
Los Angeles area around the time of Anime Expo 2023. I would be summarizing her document and focusing on
Never
certain
read
parts
it,
to make
though.
the script flow
Never
better,
read it,
but I
to be
strongly
fair.
advise that
I've
if you
seen
have
it.
the time to please read her document yourself. It's concise and to the point, and Lily can explain her situation and experience much better than a retelling by
Hey, you
anyone
playing
else.
Papa?
In Lily's
Hey,
document, she
yo.
talks about how she was going to meet up with a group of friends in the LA area in 2023.
Okay, hold
Her
on.
friends were going. She
Let's
talks about
read
how she
this.
was going to
Let's
meet
read
up with a group.
Hold on. All right, we're gonna read this. We're gonna read this. I never thought I would come out with this. I never thought something like this could happen, but it did. I originally was too scared to say anything, worries of if anybody would believe me or if I'd be harassed for coming out about this. However, the more I thought about it, the more I knew I had to, because what if? What if somebody else just lets him walk all over them? And what if what happened to me happens to somebody else? I cannot, with good conscience, not share what happened to me when I know it could help someone else. I feel like I'm a 3-year-old right now. I can't read. This isn't made to cancel or start a witch hunt. This document is made with the intention of and hope that this is purely a beware, a warning to anyone whose mutual plans to befriend or is unaware. Maybe it's something similar in any way is happening to you. You can notice the signs that I didn't. If you choose to remain Tora's friend, that is your choice and decision, but do not invite me to service he will be a part of or collabs he's a part of. I asked for that at least. To rip the band-aid off, TW, stop reading if you don't want to read details. Tora talked to me last year during my trip to AXLA in a friend's Airbnb we were staying at. I will now go into detail of recounting of everything, include screenshots where needed.
Group of friends in the LA area in 2023. Her friends were going to AX, and she was going to the Hololive concert. At this time, Tora and Lily had been friends for over a year, and, quote, Tora Hololive concert. At this time, Tora and Lily had been friends for over a year, and, quote,
some context is needed. Tora and I first met my good friend and one of my first VTuber friends, Scar's servers. A common run-on joke that evolved as a group of us got closer and closer is that someday we will all meet up together at a convention or place and hang out. About a year later, as time went on, that place was AX 2023. A group of them were going to rent an Airbnb and all hang out. I wanted to go, but wasn't sure if I could afford it at the time. And wasn't sure if my parents, I was 20 and I never traveled alone, would even let me. How cute. However, around this time of planning, the Hololive EN concert was announced. And that it would be taking place in LA during the same time as AX. I was originally planning on getting a streaming ticket until a good friend messaged me saying he was able to get 2 tickets and his other friend also got 2 tickets. So they each had a spare one. And if I was able to fly out, I can go to the concert. I am a massive Hololive fan, if you don't know me, and I begged my parents to help me out and let me go see my Oshis on stage. I'm not sure what that means. Y'all have to clue me in on that. After all, they saved my life many times. A compromise was met, and my aunt was going to come with me, and we would be staying in a hotel room together. But our trips were unique and our own. I was overjoyed to tell my friends I could go. We were excited after a year we could all finally meet. Okay.
Tora unfortunately was like my rock when I was coming out of a rough patch back in December of 2022. I hung out on a server and with everyone else there to cope and take my mind off things. And since he had helped me, I was willing to look past some things he said, whatnot. I was vulnerable, and I guess in a very human way wanted attention that I missed. Tora knew how to press every button and had known me long enough to figure out how to get me to even slightly reciprocate. I let my walls and guard down, and around this time I had even begun catching feelings for him.
So let me get this straight. Maybe I don't know the whole situation just yet. You and this dude, Tora, were cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming something sexual was being said here and there that you just ignored, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. I don't know the whole situation. Okay. I ain't gonna make judgments just yet. Give me a little bit more context, please.
It was during this time between April leading up to AX in July that Tora ramped up the flirting. He mentioned how he wants to have intimate acts with her, sent her an...
Man, why do we have to read this, man? Okay, we're gonna read these messages. I know how you people like to get down, bro. But like, you know, we both do it actually sexually. I'm not sexy, I'm silly. I literally want to fuck you so bad. Me in LA, SMH. That's because you're being a meanie and want to peg me. Hey, yo. What is being said right now, bro? Oh, nah, what? What happened to my camera? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, hold on. That's because you're being a meanie and want to peg me. I was joking. I'm not into pegging. Of course, I want to grab you in LA, bring you to the bathroom, and fuck you in public. I want to rail you. Cat emoji. if you're okay, let's not. I don't know what's happening just yet. I ain't gonna judge. Okay, things are being said with these people. Okay,
unsolicited photo, asked for lewds and audio, wanting to make out, and even admitted to taking care of himself when listening to her voice on stream.
that's crazy. Okay, sometimes I'll just listen to your stream and do it T-Hilo. What? Yeah, cause I like your voice with stream. Any of them, I'll be like, you horny. Lily is on. What? You don't give me much content to work with, so that's the closest I get. You a freak. You a freak, bro. You a freak. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Jacking off somebody's voice is another form of just like insane, bro. By the way.
Deleted incident, by the way. Tora has been doing this behavior to other VTubers, which we'll talk more about later.
Okay.
But already, you can tell this guy is bad news. Not only is he extremely horny to the point that it's obscene and quite disgusting, it gets even worse. They meet up after the day's events to take that is obscene and quite disgusting. It gets even worse. They meet up after the day's events to take an Uber to the Airbnb to meet more of Lily's VTuber friends.
Hey, hold on.
Extremely horny to
okay. All right.
The point that it's obscene and quite disgusting. It gets even worse. They meet up after the day's events to take an Uber to the Airbnb to meet more of Lily's VTuber friends. It's at this time, waiting for their Uber, that Tora admits he's actually been seeing someone for a few months now and doesn't actually want to do anything intimate with Lily. Lily is up.
Hold on, let's go read that. Eventually he comes out and I say goodbye to my hollow friends. I order an Uber and we begin the walk to the pickup area. This is where things change. Tora tells me that we can't do anything because essentially he was talking to another person who lives in the same state as him and kind of wants to pursue them. And they think they are a thing. So it would technically be okay to do things, but out of respect for them, he wouldn't. Okay, fair enough. I wasn't really upset about him and I wouldn't hook up. I was a bit relieved, to be honest. What I was upset about was the fact that he for months led me on and pressure me into doing things, sending things, making it seem like he wanted me.
Tora admits he's actually been seeing someone for a few months now.
Hey. That, and I mean, again, I kind of don't even want to like judge this man, but that is the like textbook definition of manipulating somebody, bro. Like that's like textbook manipulation right there, bro. Like honestly, bro, cannot get behind that, bro. All right, in the Uber, there was a point where our Uber driver asked Tora and I if he could quickly take a piss. Shockingly, he pulled in the neighborhood and began pissing some random lawn. When he was out of sight, Tora rested his head on my shoulder and held my hand in the back of the car. I didn't really want him to touch me, but I unfortunately am a people pleaser and yeah, man. Yeah, I feel you, bro. People pleasing is tiring, bro. Take it from me, man. Have me suicidal for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. He just said something along the lines of he was so sorry and hoped I wasn't mad at him. I don't remember my response, but whatever it was probably to get him to lay it off of it because I was upset and didn't want to talk about it. I cannot remember if this tweet was before or after he did this, but here's a tweet I made and Tora encouraged, just to prove there was a point in time where the Uber driver was not present. And that's what it was talking about them. But okay,
which is understandable given the mixed signals this guy kept giving out.
Yeah.
During the Uber ride there, Tora held her hand. And
by the way, man, be a real man, bro. One, if you're gonna talk to multiple women, keep it just like that, right? Just talking, right? Don't lead them on, right? And then now it's like, okay, now I gotta choose between who this and this one, and who am I gonna hurt their feelings, bro? Like be real, bro. Just be real, man. Like I feel like if you are in a long distance relationship, it ain't really a relationship, bro. Y'all just want to meet up and have sex. And you're like, even if you did meet up, right? Every time you meet up, you will have sex, bro. Like that'd be like the main focus. Like, would it be dates? Sure. Would it be this and this? Sure. But you know, like y'all will be like super like horny for each other, right? That's basically what it is. Like you're horny for somebody online, and then you want to like not be like a hoe about it, so you want to be like dating. So it would be okay because that's your boyfriend, that's your girlfriend. We can send pictures, we can do videos, we can do video calls. But since you have a label, it's like better. Like that's what I really don't understand. Like,
and apologized. badgering her if she
Like, just do what
forgave
you
him,
want to do, man.
which is already gross for invading her personal space without consent in the first place.
That's true.
If someone's mad at you, don't touch them. It's simple. But unfortunately, when they stayed at their friend's Airbnb for the night, all would not be good and relaxing. While resting on different
Bro,
parts of a very
what Papa's game is that, bro?
large couch, Tora had crawled over on top of Lily and whispered into her ear, kissing her cheek. Lily describes her
bro.
experience in harrowing, emotionally poignant words of how she felt trapped and afraid.
Okay. It feels like a split second afterwards, I hear shuffling and moving, and next thing I know, Tora is on top of me. And the way he was on top of me, I couldn't push him off. I remember in this exact moment, I felt fear, upset, and confusion. He doesn't stop there, though. He kisses me on the cheek and whispers in my ear. I do not remember exactly what he says to me, as I have repressed a lot of the specifics. But what I can say is I did not consent. I did not want him on top of me. I did not want him to kiss my cheek. I did not want him to get close to me. I wanted to disappear from the moment. I wanted to scream or cry or shove him off, but I was frozen. I couldn't move. Was he going to stop there? I hope he would. I was pinned. I was helpless. Man. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. But, like, okay. Let's play devil's advocate, right? If he doesn't know, if you don't tell him, if there isn't any specific body language to say that you are repulsed, you don't want to do this, don't want to have interactions with this dude, how would he know to stop? You know what I'm saying? And if you do send off or turn your head like you don't want to kiss him, or hey, I don't want you to touch me type language, and he still does that, now you like know for certain, without a shadow of a doubt, that he's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what happens next in the story. Maybe she does, but in this moment, it's like that's what she felt. She was frozen, didn't want to do it, right? But it doesn't seem like she told him that, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like she conveyed that message, you know what I'm saying? So, devil's advocate, in this moment in time, I feel like he hasn't done anything wrong, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the whole situation. We'll get there, though.
She did not consent. She did not agree for this to happen. She did not want this to happen. It's horrible. No one should be put into this vulnerable state. Thankfully, Tora was not given the chance to do further harm. Her friend, Laser, heard the commotion and checked in on them, causing Tora to practically leap away and feign innocence. An image taken by Tora after the encounter is proof that Laser, indeed, was checking on them, and this image was passed off as Laser looking ominous in the doorway of his room because it was the only lit thing around them.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That neck is insane, bro. But yeah, I feel like if she said, don't do that, that's when you stop. You don't do that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? My whole thing is if you don't tell him, he doesn't know, you know what I'm saying?
After that night, Lily confronted him on the 13th of July.
Okay, I understand. I am mad at Tora after the trip. I'm mad at Tora still after the trip. It is until I agree and admit I hate him in a playful interaction where I confront him about everything. The leading on, the bringing up of him getting on top of me, aka the assault. I confronted him on the 13th of July 2023. I don't think sharing the entire confrontation is terribly needed, but essentially he brushed off the assault and thinks I'm more mad that we didn't have sex and not the emotional manipulation and assault, which I corrected him on. He apologizes and says he will be better. If people think I'm lying, I can include the whole first conversation in the edited version. I think I want to point out here is that he brushed off and didn't address the assault. I didn't want to come off entirely back then because I was still attached because of what he did for me and how he was there for me in a really rough spot. I understand how you feel, bro. I understand how you feel. I believe I must have been overreacting, that the assault wasn't a big deal. So I made the mistake of letting him silence me. I let him, for the most part, get away with it. I never pushed. So you told him how you felt. And he was like, nah, that's not how you felt. You're mad that we didn't have sex. That's messed up, you know what I'm saying? But, again, I will say this, right? In the moment, while it's happening, if you're like, not giving him any signals, if you're not telling him that's how you feel, how would he know, you know what I'm saying? of course, him being a manipulator, that's like a whole different topic, right? We can hop on that too, bro. You manipulating this girl into having these feelings for you, telling her that, I don't want to do anything with you because I'm talking to this other girl now, and I'm brushing you off to the side. When this is all out of nowhere, you meet up for the first time in person. Of course, you're both going to be horny at some point, right? At some point where clearly you were, right? Because you told this girl that you didn't want to do anything, then you did something, right? Makes you a legitimate liar, bro. That's a lie, bro. Like that makes you a liar, bro. And then it's like after the confrontation or after this happens, y'all are back home and y'all are talking. She's like, "Hey, man, I didn't like the way you did this," and your response is, "You're not mad about that. You're mad that we didn't go all the way with it." Man, I cut him off right then and there, bro. Honestly, bro. Cause who are you to say how she feels, bro? You see what I'm saying? In the moment, sure, bro. She didn't have the confidence. She didn't have the heart to be like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop. I don't want this." But she told you after, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that, that's crazy, bro. Like I'll give you a pass, like in the moment, but after, when you know how she feels now, like looking back in hindsight, now you gotta apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you apologize profusely, see what you can do to right the wrong, because clearly it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, now you know you're in the wrong, so now you make up for that wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can go back in time and like stop yourself, tell you to stop, right? But you know what I'm saying? If you giving her a chance to be like, okay, I made you feel this way, how can I make it up to you? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't brush her off. That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane. But it's all legend, so I don't know.
Of 2023 about the situation, where he avoided discussing the assault. It was later in the first quarter of 2024 that she was able to properly process and come to terms that the situation she was forced into was assault.
Right.
On March 15th of 2024, she canceled an upcoming collab she had with him and no longer wanted to be his friend.
No, I don't feel comfortable being your friend anymore either. It has to work, so I will delve into it later. What? Wait, what? Lily, are you for real? I'm 100% serious. I see. Could you at least give me a brief synopsis of what happened that brought this up? Like I said, I will probably type out everything when I'm home from work. Okay, I understand. Is there anyone else involved I should know about? Okay.
She gives receipts about that exchange, which you can see in full in her document. But a few interesting words I've noticed from Tora are how he immediately asks if there's anyone else involved that he should know about, which is already suspect because either he's getting ready to block or try to appeal to them in private.
Yeah.
Then, not only does he proceed to fail at apologizing by saying sorry it came off that way and never using the word assault to describe his actions.
Oh, see. Lily, I'm sorry it came off that way. Sorry it came off that way is not an apology either. I'm sorry about it. I just wanted to clarify that there was no cheating in my relationship with my partner. And yes, the playful part doesn't matter in the end. You were uncomfortable about it, and I shouldn't have done it in the first place. I know that this has happened. I know that what has happened was very bad, and I can't change the past anymore. Whatever excuses I make doesn't downplay how horrible of a situation must have been for you. I'm sorry for causing you that stress and fear. I'm sorry for being so stupid in the first place. I would never hurt you, but I did, and unintentionally. There's no taking it back. I'm sorry. Back then, I was incredibly stupid and immature when it came to making sure all parties involved were aware and consenting of what happened. That's why I stopped doing NSF stuff and closed the Cringe Nene Babies drama channel and my Discord. I learned from my mistakes and want to improve upon them. I'm sorry this took so long for us to talk about. It should have been so much earlier. I cannot apologize enough. You closed Cringe Nene Babies because somebody complained. If nobody did, I bet it'd still be open. Also, hasn't even been a year. What's this back then bullshit? Back in 2023.
Fail at apologizing by saying sorry it came off that way and never using the word assault to describe his actions.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like if I say, are you okay to talk right now? We can if you want to. Are we not talking about it right now? As a VC, I know we would be going back and forth a lot. You can record it if you want to or whatever. The last thing I want to do is get a voice call with you right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Will you ever forgive me? I don't know how I can make it up to you. I'm so sorry this has been eating at you for so long. I'll put it in back in my mind too and continue talking to you normal for the past 7 months, which I shouldn't have done. But you didn't bring it up the first time. Never brought up when you could have, even after all this time. Even now you're refusing to say what you did, just beating around the bush. It wasn't just a horrible situation or a comfortable one. It was fucking us up. You brought it up for us already, though we talked about it in mid-July. You said I got on top of you, and I'm literally saying right now as well that it was fucking, it was literally a horrible thing. I'm not beating around the bush.
But he did admit he got on top of her and did unconsensual acts towards her, which proved Lily's story. At the end of their exchange, he even double-checks to try get this to stay between them and says not to impulsively make a tweet longer, which is really gross and manipulative.
Yes, yeah. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are her experiences, you know what I'm saying? You can't, like, don't ruin my image, okay? Nah, that's not how you do that, bro. But, yeah. If it's assault, well, the first step to recovery is to admit where you went wrong, right? Admit what you did wrong, you know what I'm saying? If it was assault, then in a moment of time it was assault, you know what I'm saying? But again, I don't know in that room if she told him, like, hey, I don't want this. And he kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? In that moment of time, she could just go by the way she feels, you know what I'm saying? And then in hindsight, it was assault. But again, like, playing devil's advocate, if he doesn't know about it in the moment, can he not stop him? Even then, like, the whole situation is messed up, right? Because, like, he's lying to her and stuff, like, leading her on, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, you trying to, like, go, like, act flirty with her again, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? I can't condone that. So the whole situation in and of itself, the whole entire situation leading up to that moment where he got on top of her, I wouldn't have had it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you done already shot down this girl who you've been leading on for months. And now you're gonna be, like, hugging and kissing and stuff on her. Like, no, man, no. At that point, just be friends. You know what I'm saying? At that point, keep it distance. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, now it's like you're not even thinking about how she feels, right? You just like, you know, I don't want to do anything that hurt my almost relationship with this girl. This situationship I have with this girl who lives in state saved me. Like, nah, man. Like, that ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool. So the whole situation as a whole, he was completely in the wrong, bro. 100%, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whether she said, no, I don't want it, or not, you were in the wrong completely, bro. Because why are you touching on this girl after you just shot her down? You know what I'm saying? Like, be real, bro. Like, be real for her. You know what I'm saying?
Behavior? He clearly knows he's in the wrong and that Lily has evidence by his own reaffirming statements that he's done wrong things to her. And he clearly doesn't want this to go public because it'll ruin his reputation.
Yeah.
But you know what? Good on Lily for standing up to her guns and airing out her truth regardless of what Tora tried to weasel his way out of.
That's what's
because
up.
of her strength to publicize her documents, it led to a cascade of everyone who's ever been done dirty by this man to finally have the courage to air out their grievances as well.
That's what's up.
When I say this guy is a sex pest, I really, really do mean he's a sex pest. If you don't know what this means, a sex pest is a person who sexually harasses or assaults another person. This man has done numerous things, ranging from petty behavior such as follow and unfollowing creators to bait them to follow him back, to more disgusting behavior such as sending unsolicited pictures and lewd audios, as well as trying to get their IRL name and pictures. This man truly viewed other VTubers as if they're only objects of pleasure for himself to use to get off to, and not an actual human being who deserved respect.
I mean, like, the whole following and unfollowing thing, like, that is, like, be real, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, internet thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this dude is not cool, bro. Not cool.
I've seen dozens of testimonies and experiences from those that have interacted with this man. It all boils down to one simple thing. This man sexually harassed all these people.
Man.
But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. For this section, I'll be going over all the testimonies that I encountered on Twitter. This might be long, but I truly want to emphasize just how much of a sex pest this guy truly was. And that, again, none of this is exaggerated or fake or an isolated incident. All of this happened to all these people, and my heart goes out to each and every one who became a victim to this.
Allegedly. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to get sued in that.
Guy's horrible behavior. Their Twitter handles will be in the corner as we go over each of their stories. If you can, please support these victims. Akon Sapphire is one of the first few people to speak out, backing up Lily's statements with a statement of their own. In these screenshots, they recollect that Tora made them feel good.
Hold on. We'll read this too. TWSASH. and sexual assault, harassment, and manipulative behavior. Man, it's just bro, like be real, man. Like it's just who you are, bro. Like man, everybody's saying the same thing about you, bro. First and foremost, this post is not meant to ride on the tailcoats of Lily, as her situation seems to be far worse. Be by far the worst I've heard of his actions. I'm just here to confirm that this is not an isolated incident. That's all I need to know, bro. Man, you got some issues, bro. You got some issues, bro. Like at that point, bro, like ain't no defending you, bro. If it was just a one time, thing with that one girl, right? With how he was acting, even in that situation, bro, you were clearly in the wrong, right? There was no defending you in that situation, right? Now it's multiple people saying, hey, like this is who he is. Man, bro, man, you gotta get off the internet, bro. Go seek help for real, bro. And if anything, bro, if it was serious enough, you definitely should be like, you know what I'm saying, some charges, bro. If it was serious enough. But alright, I'm just here to confirm that this is not actually an incident. Tora Karu built his popularity around being overly flirtatious and sexual, especially towards femme presenting and AFAB people. What's AFAB? AFAB. What's that? Including myself. What does that mean? I'm not familiar with these terms. Maybe it's like an anime or a VTuber thing. I don't know. I met Tora in the same server as Lily when I first started out in the community. We both looked up to him as he was the one who had the biggest platform in the server at the time. Tora made me feel good about my body and voice. He made me feel confident and sexy. We flirted back and forth a lot. Everything we did was entirely consensual. There were several instances where we planned on meet up in each other's house. It's 10 o'clock, bro.
About their body and voice.
I even
He made them feel confident and sexy. They flirted a lot and consensually for a time, almost met up.
I specifically remember him bragging about how he had sexual encounter with her at the Airbnb, and I also recall him being stoned. But that was still no excuse for sexual assault. That is very true. First of all, being high, bro, you're not drunk, bro. You do remember when you're high, bro. Like don't even play that game, bro. I also was not aware that he had entered a relationship until 3 months after he had intentionally entered it. Initially entered it. And we were still flirting, sexting, etc. Like many people, I gained feelings for him, and I saw those working out because we lived a short distance away from one another. 3-ish hours. I was rejected, but he said he still loved me and wanted to be sexual until we found our respective partners. I quickly caught on that I was just another body to him, and I put distance between us because of that. But we still got along well and remain good friends. The film people in his circle of friends will always joke about how Tora is a Casanova.
But they didn't. They remember Tora bragging about how he had a sexual encounter with Lily at the Airbnb, and weren't made aware that Tora had been in a relationship until 3 months after he began dating his partner. Akon realized they were being led on and began to distance themselves. They also recollect an incident where Tora...
Bro. Yeah, man. You are a sick individual, bro. You really bad, bro. Honestly, man. Because at this point, it's like, that's what it is to you, right? It's just another body, just another girl, you know what I'm saying? When, I mean, clearly, it's like, you're not even thinking about how they feel about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even that, bro. Consenting is all about feelings, bro. It's all about feelings, bro. So if they don't feel like, I don't know, comfortable with you anymore, in turn, they're not consenting, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
got drunk on live stream and openly bragged about how he was going to have intimate relations with Akon when they met up. Tora also had an audio recording that Akon was going to allow him to suck their breasts when they met up, and according to Tora, since it was pre-recorded consent, they could not take it back. Just to clarify, this is not how consent works.
Very true, bro.
Consent has to be given at the time of any action being done, and it has to be clear and enthusiastic. If there is any hesitance, any reluctance, it is not consent.
Yeah. Very true. So, like, if a girl is acting like this, nah. You just can't do it. You know what I'm saying, I would personally, I can't mess with like I can't mess with like a fully drunk girl, bro. Like, can't mess with nobody drunk. Like, me personally, I'm all about consent. You know what I'm saying, so I'll never have these issues. But
Be a yes.
yeah.
Tora would have been wrong if he tried to do this terrible action to Akon, since they would not be consenting. From the
Yeah.
sounds of things, it does not seem like they met up, which is a relief. Shoko provides a bit more context, reaffirming that Tora didn't have much influence almost 2 years ago when he was at 1,000 followers compared to 22,000 in 2024. Shoko also mentions how Tora wanted basically private information that would dox themselves. And even after saying no, Tora asked again. That's fucked up behavior. As VTubers, many like their anonymity. Do not go harassing VTubers, or any creator for that matter, for personal information like that.
Heard.
First, it's not safe, especially if you're a minor. And second of all, it's none of your goddamn business! Ren, an artist by the handle Ren Draws Disney, also lists out the numerous lists that they were put into that Tora had managed. One is the infamous Tora's breeding list, another being Tora's harem, and another being Tora's brain melters. I like how he tries to pass his sexual harassment off as, oh, it's just a meme list, when, nah, this is just harassment.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Hey, I'll be so honest with you, bro. I'm not even looking down on like playboys and nothing like that. Like, I feel like I would want to get a relationship myself. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna stop me from talking to a girl who wants to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm not gonna lead them on to thinking that we could be in a relationship if I'm not down with that. I'm not gonna lead them on to be like we would be in a relationship if I'm not for that. You see what I'm saying? Like, if that's not what I'm looking for, right? Why would I lead someone on that way? You see what I'm saying? For what? For some booty? Like, be real, man. This is saying there is plenty of fish in the sea, bro. If a girl wants something that you are not willing to give her, move on, bro. Move on. Simple, bro. Simple. I've done that many times. People have done that with me. You watching, you've done it. I'm sure. You've had that done to you. I'm sure. Like, we're all, like, be real. If you're all adults in this in this scenario, right? Act like it. You see what I'm saying? Like, the whole, like, manipulation thing, bro. That's some little kitty shit, bro, to be fair, bro. Like, I ain't down with that, bro, for real.
Harassing if people didn't ask for it. But it's also wild that literally hundreds of people are in this list. Like, that's just gross. Why do you have so many girls on here? Another victim is Zion, who has given us many screenshots of their interaction with Tora. You can see in these screenshots that Tora basically...
You, EW, what's that? Ewe? I love you, question mark. Wow, you don't like my love? I love you, Ewe. Y'all takes, like, freakadeeks.
Immediately starts with, I love you. Compliments on a physical attraction, in this case.
You rang, I love you, your motto ringing is so hot, Ewe. Ooh, what do you mean? It move good. It make my monkey brain go ooh, God. He actually updated the fit. First of all, bro, so stupid, bro. Like, honestly, bro. Honestly, bro. I don't even want to talk about that.
Their model spams them with
That's
I
my
love
wall,
yous,
bro.
despite Zion's clear reluctance and ews, which I think are really funny.
Is that what
Tora
that
then tries
You? Yeah. Is that what that is? Oh, I guess. But she's saying it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, be real. Like,
with I love yous, despite Zion's clear reluctance and ews, which I think are really funny. Tora then tries asking for pics, kind of
Well, I
tries.
guess, like, she's saying it back because, like, that's manipulation. Oh, you don't want me? Oh, I guess I do. You know what I'm saying? Man. That's happened to me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel good, man.
Is peer pressuring or pestering to get them.
Well, it's okay. I know it makes some people uncomfortable to reveal stuff about themselves. I'm sure you're lovely, though. Now, it's pretty good. I have no self-esteem, low. Well, no matter, I still love you. You have a Discord, yeah.
Those pics. And then once he gets said pics, he love bombs some more. Starts saying he'll smash and smooch. He seems to do random messages that objectify his target. Zion gives another example where they wanted to report a notification bug to Discord and asked Tora to help, and he immediately spams them with NSFW comments. Also, keep in mind these dates on the screen.
Wow.
Screenshot for every victim going forward. It'll be relevant for later. eBay Shoujo speaks out about
Say
her
again.
screenshot
Wow.
for every victim going forward. It'll
Aw,
be relevant
man.
for later. eBay Shoujo speaks out about her experience in
So let's talk about their interaction to Karu. His message he sent me years ago. At the time, I had please no flirting in my bio. I can't believe he low key put it. Unless and then. Oh man. Well, she had. Well, sadly, I had to put that because I've had experiences with some VTubers who were pretty creepy, sadly. But glad you're enjoying the genre. He's the creep, bro. You are the freak, nigga. Like what?
2022, where they had a no
Be real,
flirting
bro.
in their bio. But guess who tried to circumvent that? You guessed it, Tora. I fucking hate this guy, I swear to God. Root,
real,
despite
bro.
telling him she was married, was not spared from Tora's harassment. Instead of thinking,
No, that's crazy, bro. I have a lot of words. After looking through our conversation, I realized I'm also one of Tora Karu's pawns. He used to have a quick relief. He used to have a quick relief back when I used to post pics of IRL me on this account. This entire time, I really thought he was only joking with me because we were really good friends at one point. Only to find out he would speak the same way to so many other women, and I'm mortified. He was very blatant over the NSFW topics. Despite me telling him over VC several times I was married, yet he was still sliding my DMs telling me these things. I never engaged in any attempts he made. I would simply ignore them and move on to a different conversation on my own sake. For my own sake. I should have seen the signs. I'm absolutely idiot. No, you're not, bro. For not speaking up, telling him how excessive it got and how uncomfortable I ended up being later on in our friendship. I genuinely thought he was kidding around, and I'm sorry. My heart goes out to the other victims of who had it worse than me. A, this is a great wife, man. Big ups to you. B, I can't, like, it's not you being stupid because you didn't see that he was, like, trying to get something out of you, right? Like, I myself am like a pretty like flirtatious dude, right? But like I do that like with my friends. Like I'm not gay, I'll do that with my homies. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like just who I am or whatever. Although I consciously like I don't say certain things to like like my female friends or whatever because I don't want to even like I don't even want to have like that connotation that I would do something. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never. Unless I do, and I know it's consensual. You know what I'm saying? Like consent, bro. Like that's it, bro. That's it. And if you can't grab somebody's consent without trying to manipulate them, which you don't love me, that's manipulation, bro. That's textbook manipulation 101 right there, bro. If you can't get consent without being a manipulator, then you shouldn't be talking to these people. You know what I'm saying? And when this does come out about you, there is no defending you, bro. You see what I'm saying?
thinking it was just joking around, Tora had admitted he took care of himself
gonna
after
be an
looking at an
hour-long video,
IRL
man.
pic and said NSFW things towards her regardless of her marital status. EUA
crazy.
expresses their experience with Tora in a thread. Unfortunately, at the time, they were in a vulnerable state in their life and fell for the attention and love that Tora seemed to bombard them with.
Man.
They were unfortunately led on and goaded into a flirtatious and sexual interaction before they knew it. And I
Yeah. Man.
find it truly harrowing and disgusting that this man was taking advantage of UA like this. They shared some screenshots of the interactions as proof, and it's just wild how out of pocket and shameless this guy is. I hope UA's doing better.
One, okay, like, when I'm flirting, I'm shameless as well, but again, I flirt with people who I know will flirt back, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, like, a manipulator, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to, because, like, at the end of the day, bro, how I am with people, right? And I've like, I'm pretty sure I've lost out on, like, some pretty good friends because of this, right? Even though, like, I know what I'm saying, like, we weren't talking to the point where, like, we were friends, but, like, if I wasn't so forward with that one, we probably could have been friends, right? But say I was to, like, come across a girl on the internet, right? My first thing is, I mean, like, a few years ago, like, now it's like, you gotta be in my area, like, for me to even flirt with you for real. Here's what I want, right? Are you down? And if you're not, I'm not gonna waste your time. You see what I'm saying? That's how I've always been. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm looking for some booty. You can call me disgusting if you want, but I'm looking for consent. Simple. I'm looking for consent. As long as you consent, what does it matter if I'm disgusting or not, bro? Because you about to be disgusting with me, bro. We about to be some disgusting freaks. You know what I'm saying? And if that's not what you want, I'm sorry I came. I'm sorry I came in your DMs. I will keep it pushing, bro. Simple, bro. Again, there are plenty of fish in the sea, and if you're not comfortable with me talking to you that type of way, fine, I won't. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, lead on a friendship to try and manipulate you to do something with me, right? Because I mean, one, that's a waste of time, and time is money, bro. And I do not have enough time to be wasting to try to get a girl who ultimately don't want me, bro. Who's not comfortable with that, doing that with me, and who ultimately, if we were to do something, she would definitely look at her as harassment, because I would have manipulated her into a position where I done got something from her. Well, she didn't want to give it. You know what I'm saying? Simple. It's simple logic, bro.
Truly. And shares us some pictures of how goddamn insistent this man was for some dogs pics, despite her saying that's her boundary. I absolutely hate how much this man keeps trying to push boundaries because he's so horny he needs pics to get off to. Man. Gross. Jury shares a screenshot where Tora casually admits that he does deliberately lead on a lot of women, that he doesn't actually like them back, and then he tries baiting Jury into thinking she was the special one. That's so fucked up and beyond disgusting. I hate filthy behavior like this. People's emotions aren't yours to toy with. Fuck.
Like, again, bro. Again. If at first they don't want to, fine, bro. You move on, bro. Simple, bro. There will be a girl who will be down for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you know that you don't like this girl and you just looking for some booty, why can you not tell her that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the issue with telling her that, bro? It hurt her feelings? What? You're, like, that's your whole goal, bro. Clearly, you don't even care about her feelings, bro. What? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Because even in the end, bro, if you didn't want to hurt her feelings by telling her, I don't really like you, I just want your ass. You got to a point where, I mean, eventually I think you want to meet up, right? And then when you do meet up, I'm seeing someone else. Sorry, I don't want to do this with you. When they've already spent so much time talking with you, when they already spent so much time giving you the energy and love that you clearly wanted from them, you just wanted their booty. You know what I'm saying? Be real, man. Just be real.
Gu shares some screenshots of their own as well. They show that Tora admits he finds their design hot, wants NSFW art together, continues to call them cute despite Baku admitting they have a partner, and then even tries to get their IRL name. This is definitely harassment. Candy shares her experience as well, and these screenshots are just, I can't even. This guy is so shameless in just how he asks for nudes, being horny, and even wanting lewd audio. Like, what? This is for real harassment, not even asking for consent beforehand. Bruh. Gu shared some screenshots as well with her interaction with Tora. Tora admits he followed for selfies, which demonstrates his thirst for physical appearance, and says he's her type because she's not a bitch. Which, Bro, your standards are so fucking dirt low, that's insane. Whose skull emoji response is so accurate. Miri shares her experience as well. Like others who've shared their experience, Tora responds pretty sexually and tries to lead her on about Miri being his one and only.
Why do you make, again, I will always say this on this channel, bro. Why do you make these type of people famous, bro? Honestly, bro. They're so open with it, bro. Man. And I understand where the girls come from, bro. They're thinking like, oh, he's only saying this to me. Yo, he loves me. He's only saying this to me. Okay, I'll let it go. I'll let it slide. This, and this, bro. This has been going on for so long, bro. Apparently, bro. Because all these girls, you're not texting them all in a week, bro. This has been going on for a while, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He also did try to get personal information like IRL pics and location. Miri also expresses worry that talking about him positively in the past, such as calling Tora a harmless himbo and meeting other good people through him, may have accidentally given the impression Tora was good to others when he still had a relatively clean reputation.
Right.
I just want to say, personally, do not let the guilt eat you up. It's hard to know in the moment whether someone is truly good or not. Many like to think the better of someone, and Tora was definitely one to take advantage of that given trust to use for his own gain.
Yeah, as I was just saying, bro, That's a part of the manipulation game, bro. Because you got these girls thinking that you're only saying this to them, right? Of course, they ain't gonna come out and be like, "Hey, this guy is actually a freakadeek." You know what I'm saying? Until it gets to the point where you try, you know what I'm saying? Like, you try to do something IRL with a girl, you know, ain't down for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, bro.
Hindsight is always 2020.
And if you didn't know she wasn't down for that, you're a freaking idiot, bro. Because you do this to all the other girls, and you know they're gonna be like, "Oh, why would you leave me on?" type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro.
Danny was one of his viewers who found Tora when they were going through a rough time after breaking up with their boyfriend. I can understand the sentiment of wanting to look at 2D boys when you feel lonely. They are also an artist and drew fan art of Tora and began hanging out in the voice chats in his Discord and began to get closer. Unfortunately, Tora took advantage of a moment of weakness, and Danny started to have feelings for Tora.
If it's consensual, then you know.
He asked for material from Danny, which Danny did send due to having said romantic feelings, and it was consensual up until June. Screenshots show Tora was leading them on, which I can only imagine is rough to see in hindsight. Danny also mentioned how Tora asked for some art comms from her, but...
Hey, by the way, bro, he's saying this to these random girls when he got a girl IRL, bro. I just want to, like... And they don't know about that, bro. He talking about, go back. He talking about you and me getting married in these exact outfits, bro. Like, be real, man. You shot a girl down because I'm talking to this girl who live in the same state as me. Now it's like you're looking at this view and like, we're gonna get married in these outfits. You know what I'm saying? That, like, consensual or not, bro. Like, you really are a manipulative piece of trash, bro. Literally, bro. Like, that's who you are at this point, bro.
I can only imagine is rough to see in hindsight. Danny also mentioned how Tora asked for some art comms from her, but he wouldn't always pay. But the worst straw was that after Lily confronted Tora about his assault on March 15th, he called Danny to let her know, "I love you so much, and I care about you a lot." And then he's trying to save his own reputation with a close fan by trying to explain his situation with Lily through his own bias. But in that call, he said, "It's good that you didn't like me. I hope you weren't expecting me to go to Mexico and see you." Which, in my opinion, is, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's so fucked up to say. First, you lead someone on for months to over a year, and then you just say that before you dip? Fucking wild. Bro. I'm so sorry this happened to you, Danny, and may you be able to heal. Vortex subtweeted about Tora around the end of June in 2023 with the following. "There's this male VTuber that follows me that has been really disgusting towards a few of my female-presenting friends. Since I unfollowed him, he keeps going back to me, following and unfollowing me for some stupid reason." At the time, they got backlash for subtweeting rather than just blocking, but their reasoning is pretty sound in that they didn't want this guy bothering their friends about why he was blocked. Then, it turns out he instantly knew the subtweet was about him, which, bro, you know your behavior is wrong when you can tell a subtweet is about you.
Exactly, bro.
Which...
Hey, Vortex, I know the post about me, love. I'm sorry if my behavior over the year or so has not been to your liking. I completely understand how I mellowed out a lot from that stuff because I did learn people don't always enjoy that stuff, though. In any case, I'm also very sorry about constantly following and unfollowing. I do that a lot because I literally forget who people are sometimes since I'm following so many people and I like to clear my timeline and following often. I always refollow you because I eventually remember, oh yeah, Vortex does really good art. Excuses aside, which honestly amount to nothing, I don't expect you to fall back at all. And I'm sorry for blowing up your noties and with silly stuff. Hope you're having a good weekend. And I look forward to whatever future art you create. Honestly, this is a good apology, but you knew, like, be real, man. Like, following, unfollowing this, I'm assuming girl. You know what you're doing, man. Like, you know how Twitter notices work, bro. You got somebody with a big enough following, you go and see that notification over and over and over again, bro. Stop it, bro. Be real, bro. And you know they ain't talking to you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you know your behavior is wrong when you can tell a subtweet is about you. But anyway, he tries to apologize and explain his behavior with, "I'm sorry if my behavior has not been to your liking, and I like to clean up my timeline and follow." What is this shit apology? Bro takes no accountability, and if you like an artist's art, stop following.
I'm sorry if my behavior over the year or so has not been to your liking. Brother, what the fuck? You were totally disgusting towards my friends. At this point, to be honest, I would prefer if you unfollow me before I block you. To be honest. Not a single ounce of this direct message that you give me gives me honest and serious vibes. And the fact that you didn't directly apologize for your behavior, even if it wasn't towards me, tells a lot. Anyway, I'm not here to argue at all. I'm just extremely disappointed and disgusted. That's all. Do better, please. Hey, I am Vortex in this moment, bro. I am at Vortex Virus, bro. Literally, bruv.
You're not following them because you either like their shit or you just want their clout. Disgusting, but thank you Vortex for speaking out back then. Dine met Tora in mid-2022 when he was 15, going on to 16.
Oh,
While none of
nah.
Tora's interactions with Dine were NSFW, thank God, there were still some suspect things. Tora would often call Dine his favorite little sibling and even wasn't entirely against meeting up with a teenager in public. He even jokes at one point about, "Hey FBI, if you're watching this, I'm not a groomer," and said that if he met when Dine was 18, he won't get arrested. Like, just for reference, Tora's around 25 or so.
No,
and this is
crazy,
just
bro.
yikes. I can't imagine
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Me at 21, like now, like okay, where I live, I've said this before, but 17 is legal, right? For me. You're 10 years older than this dude. You know what you're saying is insane, right? Because you keep joking about it, right? Which is also a manipulation tactic, right? Do something, and if the person you're doing it towards doesn't reciprocate, you always joke it off, right? That is textbook manipulation, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then because now it's a crime, now you're like, oh, I'm just playing, bro. While the whole same time you like, I want this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, bro, textbook manipulation, bro. Can't get down with it, bro. Cannot get down with
talking
it,
to someone 10 years younger than me like this. That's freaky. I hope Diane can recover well from this. Rin is also a minor who had the unfortunate situation of interacting with Tora. He often called Rin cute and said, "I love you" a lot. Tora did seem to have some sense to ask for Rin's age multiple times, although that's kind of weird if it's more than once TBH, and said he's not sussy lewd towards minors, but then he asks for an IRL pic anyway of the minor. That's just gross as hell. I hope Rin can recover from this as well. In addition, minors on the internet, please don't send any of your private information to people over the internet. This was ingrained in my head when I was growing up, and it's more for your safety than anything. Please be safe, kids, and try not to interact with adults in a private setting in any capacity. No DMs, none of that. You never know who's out there who will prey on your innocence. Zenith mentions how Tora sent her unsolicited kissing audios in her DMs. He did this because she mentioned she listens to a lot of ASMR, but there was no discussion about the kissing beforehand, so the unsolicited audios were, indeed, unsolicited. She did confront him to stop saying "I love you" to her and no more voice stuff, to which he seems to have reacted decently, but that's probably because he was flirting and doing this stuff with.
I've been thinking on how to phrase this, but I hope you understand that you tagging me in that joke was quite distressing. I just saw all the follow-up comments and the quote retweets of people being horny as well about something completely innocent that I had supposedly said. I'm not angry at you because you didn't know, but from now on, I greatly appreciate if you can stop saying "I love you" to me because it makes me nervous. And please don't send me any more voice stuff. Thank you. Hey, this is a completely adult response to what he's doing, bro. Honestly, man. Like, hey, man, in this moment, bro, I'm Zenith, bro. I am at Tragic Heroin, bro. Okay, I completely understand. I'm happy that you're being very transparent with me and telling me how you feel about this. Thank you for understanding. I hope you'll still come around and chat sometime. Yeah. No matter the whole, I ain't gonna speculate on his intentions or on his I don't know what the right word is. Reasoning for being so understanding, but he was understanding, and I will give him a pass.
With other women at the same time, the one lost isn't a big deal to him. Here's the examples that Zenith provides. A trigger warning for potentially disturbing content. You can also skip here if you wish to avoid hearing this section.
You're such a cutie.
Just the post that have made it to my Twitter timeline since Lily's call-out post. I'm sure there are numerous other victims of whom I haven't seen their stories, and for that I am sorry that I could not include everyone. But as we can see here from just these people alone, his behavior was repetitious and methodical in how he wielded his charisma. Tried to lower people's defenses by buttering them up with flirtatious comments and compliments, while dating a partner, mind you. He's trying to find some sexual gratification for this entire thing to those that would fall victim to his love bombs and false praises.
And again, if you come out straight up like, hey, I got a girl, but I want you, and the girl you're saying this to, I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. That's fine. I don't care. At that point, you're two. She gotta be adult, by the way. At that point, you're two adults doing adult things. I don't care, right? It's still immoral because you do have a girl, and if the girl doesn't know what you're doing, that's completely unokay to me, right? I'm all about, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about being transparent, right? But if you're like, I love you, I love you, I love you, and you know you don't, right? To these vulnerable girls who are openly admitting that they are in fact vulnerable, right? You know that these girls have a low self-esteem. You know that they have self-hatred, and you preying on that, and essentially grooming them to be like opening up themselves when you know they were previously closed off, right? Now they're opening up themselves to you, just so you can get sexual gratification. What you're open about, but what you're not open about is you don't really love them. You're not this. You're not that. Even though you're saying you are, and now they done caught feelings for a dude who was going to throw them away, for a dude who is essentially looking at them as meat. And now you done mess this person up even more, bro. Like, why, bro? Like, what's the reason? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand, bro. Of course there are plenty of girls in the sea, bro. Why do you have to look at the ones who have issues? You know they have issues. You gonna prey on them? Why, bro? What's the reasoning, bro? Like, I would love to understand that, bro.
Needless to say, this man has been everywhere socially, interacting with so many creators, it's kind of insane. But when we see how this guy had over 22,000 followers on Twitter, it's kind of no surprise that many thought he was a big indie. However, did you guys know this actually averaged pretty low on Twitch in comparison? For the past 365 days from the time of writing the script, his average was around 25, which if you consider he had over 22,000 people following him on Twitter, well, let's just say it really is true when people say that numbers on one platform really doesn't mean jack shit in another. Especially when it comes to...
I'll be so honest, bro. The reason you can have such a big Twitter audience, but not a big enough Twitch audience, you're averaging 25 views. Do you want to know why? Because your content is not good, bro. Clearly, man. If your content was good, the 25 people would have been like, hey, you should come see this man wild, or he's really good at this, and this, or I really enjoy this about this, and then they would get other like-minded people to tune in, bro. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know you make like subpar not even subpar content, because subpar content you would get the most average person to like it, and then you know what I'm saying. But to have what's that? Not is that like 0.1%? 20K. You got 20K and 20 and 20. I think that's a 0.1%. Because 200 is 1%. Is 21%? Yep, that's a 0.1%, bro. That's crazy.
Twitter followers to Twitch viewers. Makes sense
Crazy
though. Twitter is nothing at all related to live streaming. But you know what I call this? Ooh, the chronic V-tweeter. Yeah, you heard me. A virtual or VTuber tweeter. It makes sense though if you think about it. How else can this guy have racked in so many followers on Twitter, besides maybe botting? If it isn't making interaction bait posts, crawling in people's replies and DMs while practically sucking up to them, trying to seem like a harmless guy on the surface, and getting to weasel his way into existing networks of friends to find people to harass in the guise of being overly friendly and lewd. Wowee. Oh, and not to add more mud to this guy, but there's no good section to bring this up, so I'm just dumping it here. Throughout 2023, Tora held a few art contests. The prizes for each art contest is honestly abysmal, and I hate to think that people actually participate. Turned out that person who dated Tora decided to come out and speak about the matter. This person is Mizuki Nemu, a sleep paralysis demon VTuber. His tweet reads, I am gender fluid, male presenting. I have been dating Tora Karu for...
What does that mean? Gender fluid but male presenting. I think gender fluid is you like switch between like male and female pronouns, right? What does male presenting mean? Like, are you born a man? Do you have? Are you slanging nuts? Like, I don't know, bro. I'm not privy to these terms just yet. I'm learning though. Help me out.
11 months. There are plenty of misunderstandings, but I will not deny what he put Lily through is unacceptable. This document will be linked below if you are curious, but a quick summary is, Mizuki gives us a brief timeline of his situation with Tora. The date of their first date, the open relationship they had at the time, the transition into a closed relationship after the AX events, and basically sounds like he told Tora to put the brakes down on the flirting without outright saying he was in a relationship.
Okay. Gotta read all this again. All right. April 23rd, our first ever date / meetup. Later around July, we will make this our anniversary date, but it is not when we became a full couple. Okay, so y'all were just talking at this time. Okay, around May 20, I asked him about us, but we never established a fully monogamous relationship. But I was interested after chatting with him some more. This would put us in a situationship. Okay, first, fair enough. Which is something that which is something that was both of our faults. Me for not being more clear and upfront, him for technically leading me on, which he definitely was. After AX, he told me a different story, similar to Lily, but opting out the part where he got on top or extremely close to her and made her uncomfortable. This is where we also fully decided to pursue each other and move into a much serious and long-term relationship. He would begin working on being less flirty outright towards people or leading them on, as he had a tendency of that. I'm not defending him, but he did not cheat on me, as his interactions were not serious about any dating. Fair. But the way he was presenting to these other girls, they did think of this. They thought that he was serious, which is the big issue here. You know what I'm saying? Why are you being a weasel and a snake? Why are you being a little rat? And like, you're like racking up these girls who think they're in like, to be fair, they think they're in like some kind of romance anime with this VTuber, right? They think like, okay, we're gonna meet up and this is gonna happen, and then if they ever do, right? You just say he wasn't cheating on you. If they ever do meet up, it's, hey, I'm actually in a relationship. Sorry to lead you on. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane, bro. That makes you a trash person. And why are you getting with a person like this, bro? I ain't saying it's your fault, but you can do way better than this nigga right here, bro. To be fair, bro. Okay, a situation occurred that made me realize he needed to focus on making it clear to others and his audience of his standing on dating and flirting with others without outright saying we have been a couple. This is to put in perspective our relationship timeline from my point of view and my thoughts about situations that have occurred. We kept our relationship private due to my small creative self and the test waters in our relationship. You could, as a dude, right? I understand, right? If you have multiple girls coming after you, it's kind of hard to like push them away if you're talking to someone. Sure, but if you're in a relationship and you have all these other girls, you're like, hey, I love you, I love you, I love you, and now do this for me. Hey, I love you, I love you, I love you. Now I want this from you. Hey, I love you, I love you, I love you. Shake that ass for me. But then if it ever gets anything more serious, now it's hey, sorry, I've been leading you on. Hey, sorry, you were never actually that girl to me. Hey, sorry, I don't actually want you because I already have someone. Bye. Is that not being like a piece of shit, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Personally, I don't really see why people find the need to hide their partners regardless of content creator size.
I can understand hiding your partner for like anonymity, sure. But you can also say that you're in a relationship with a person who don't want to be revealed to you. Is it that hard, bro? Put that in your bio. Hey, I'm actually in a relationship and my partner, because that's the term going around now. My partner doesn't want to be known. That's all that has to be said, bro. That's all that has to be said.
Because let's be real, you should never, ever assume that your favorite content creator is single and ready to mingle. First of all, that's parasocial AF and gross. Second,
I'm single and ready to mingle, bro. I don't care about like fucking on that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
your chances are extremely slim. Stop daydreaming and go touch grass if you need a partner that bad. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, Izuki feels how he feels, so that's that. But the fun part of this document is this section right here. In one section, they say, what happened to Lily and many others is not okay. It was terrible and they did not deserve that to happen to them. Please send them your support and kind words, and I send them all of my support and condolences to what occurred, which is nice and supportive and true. Send your support to the victims. But in the very next breath, they say this. After much consideration and chats with him, I will continue our relationship. However, I have informed him that what he did is not acceptable at all. As a woman, it is never okay to make a woman uncomfortable. It is never okay to beg for favors or corner us. I will do my best to help him understand the severity of the situation.
Okay, hold on. Now, hold on. I'm very confused, bro. You said that you're gender fluid and that you're male presenting, and now it's a us female. Hold on. As a woman, you're saying that you're. I don't know, bro.
While concentrating in building a future with him outside of VTubing. Sir, what? I find it extremely difficult.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not mad at her, right? Not at all. All I'm saying is, girl, or dude, bro, I'm so confused, bro. All I'm saying is, you could do much better than a nigga who quite literally has a roster of women. I ain't gonna lie to you. Has a full football team of girls who he is openly saying he loves them in a flirtatious and semi-serious way, right? Because, like, at some point, he's gonna be like, hey, I love you. Again, hey, I love you. Now do something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you subjecting yourself to this nigga, bro? I understand. I can see what happened, bro. This nigga basically went dark because of his partner or whatever. Like, definitely told that nigga, like, hey, bro, it's time for you to go off the internet, bro.
To understand how you can stand by the victims, but at the same time, continue to date and love the man who literally assaulted someone and sexually harassed countless others.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of wild. If this is one of those I can change him situations, I personally think that shit's kind of baloney. It's just a fictional trope that's not at all realistic because real people are frankly quite difficult to change. Change happens if someone wants to genuinely change of their free will.
That's honest,
you can't just bend or train someone to change. While I could speculate further, out of respect, I will just leave it there. Personally, I think it's a bad take, but, you know, you do you, I guess. It doesn't help that Lily then quote retweets Mizuki's post going, I debated holding my tongue on this, but why did you lie to me? You confidently told me in private you were not going to be with him anymore. You do not support me and the other victims by dismissing this. I'm incredibly hurt.
Oh, man,
the DM
tough.
that Lily received from Mizuki clearly says that he will break up with him soon and sending all the support needed. One can only speculate that talks happened between Mizuki and Tora after this DM was sent, and Mizuki decided to give Tora another chance. But, man, I personally would not give Tora the time of day if I were in his position. But, you know, I'm also not dating a flirty, horny man, so what do I know?
What?
But then, turns out, the next day, they made another statement on the matter. Mizuki says the following. Last post regarding the situation. I understand if friends/followers want to cut ties with me and where everyone is coming from. I said a lot before speaking to him in person as I believe breaking up over text is unfair. I apologize for what I said before and my change of heart. After 8 hours of talking and emotions, I learned a lot from him. I am not in 100% good terms. We are starting from square one. I'm working with him to hold himself accountable for what has happened and improve. I believe he can, but you don't have to. All I ask...
Hey, there's a turn for this, bro. There's a turn for this. So, when it happens with a dude who is basically being, you know what I'm saying, led on by a promiscuous girl and who keeps running back to her, that's called being pussy whipped. In her case, she has been dick whipped, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This nigga is not slanging like that, bro. Do not play with me, bro. I seen that nigga, bro. That nigga is pasty white, bro. That nigga is not slanging, bro. Be real, man. Be real. Be real, man. That's what this behavior is, bro.
Ask is to respect my choice. From here, our relationship is private. What happens, happens. If we stay or break up later, we'll stay private. Thank you for reading. I wish you and others a good day. Sleep well. Again,
and to be fair, your relationship, your own relationship has nothing to do and has no other business with other people unless you are like, hey, this was gonna happen in our relationship. We're not having a relationship anymore. Then you turn around and be like, yeah, I think I can change him. Be real, nigga, bro. For the streets, he hath came, and for the streets, he shall return, bro. This will not end out well, bro. If it do, you went against all odds, bro. Made it work, bro. Congratulations, bro. But the way I'm seeing it, bro, it's not working out, bro.
Firmly do not believe one can simply fix another person, but you know, you do you. Good luck with that. At least they did own up that they had a change of heart between when they messaged Lily to their document,
That's good,
but
though.
still feels bad. But now it's Tora's turn for his own document, and oh god, it's a doozy. A link to the document in a mirror will be in the description just in case he finally decides to remove the document from its original source. But buckle up, everyone. We got a long one here, and I got some words to say.
Fine,
It
bro.
starts off with him saying he'll take accountability. Yeah, boy, we'll see about that. And then he has a TLDR about how he's going to graduate.
You got two different models, bro. You got a chibi model and like full. Hey, man, go crazy, man. Hey, show off them pockets, girl. I see you. That's this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Graduate and disappear off the internet, basically. He then starts the rest of his documentary by saying he's thanking everyone who believed him and, bruh, this is not what you say when everyone is canceling and hating your guts for being a sex pest. It's like this guy thinks he's lost a gold medal to a competition and only got silver. Like, bro, be for real. Terrible start. He then has this paragraph to say, which I think is fun to pick apart. There are probably a lot of people who think badly of me from word of mouth, from seeing how I may interact with others, and how I just generally post whatever I feel like saying. I am 100% sure there are many people that thought, that guy is a flirt, or that guy is a cloud chaser, or that guy artificially inflates his numbers, so on and so on. And you know what I think about this? He's definitely heard these at least a few times before in his career, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a nugget of truth in all of these. I mean, we know for sure he's a flirt and probably a cloud chaser, since he most likely pounced on popular female VTubers when he still had like 1K on Twitter.
Well, to be fair, he was going even after the small ones. That nigga is truly a sex pest, bro.
And honestly, I refuse to believe this guy got 22,000 authentic followers on Twitter without some artificial inflation. Because this guy is just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to match up. But anyway, he continues, saying he tried to improve, but honestly his behavior seems to not really have been improved fast enough since this guy had many months of being with his partner to stop trying to sleep with other VTubers. And then he has this strange sentence of, forgiveness is provided by the victims. That's a weird way to phrase it, and while I suppose it isn't necessarily wrong that the forgiveness comes from the victim,
that's true.
It also just doesn't seem appropriate to say in his apology document, knowing what this guy did. Continuing on, he tries to insinuate Lily's document was more misleading than it was. And spoiler alert, no, her document wasn't misleading at all. He first admits to his flirtatious behavior and says, 100% of the time I was either teasing or making a nasty joke, but sometimes I clearly forgot to ask if something like that is alright to say. I had to learn a lot about conversing properly in an online...
What's that married girl name? She thought you was joking too, bro. Maybe you was. Who knows, bro? I'm not in your head, but I am in your head, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You might be hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You got the manipulation down pat, bro. And I see you trying to do it in this document, which I honestly don't even want to hear, but if it's a part of the story, we're gonna hear it. But you definitely manipulated, bro, and that means you can be put in a box, bro. That means you are not as special as you think, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I can easily put you in a box, bro, like I just did, bro, you are not as special as you think, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Let me not say that.
Fine setting throughout the years. I still have more to learn. I don't know where this guy got his degree in how to talk like a human being, but wherever he learned over the years has obviously failed him. If your way of learning how to converse, even in an online setting only, is to flirt and lead people on romantically to try to get sexual favors from, kindly go fuck yourself. Thank you. And go touch some grass. Maybe touch grass forever, actually. You kind of need it.
Anyway, he tries to that's messed up, right? We ain't gonna say that type of stuff around here, man.
Defend calling a minor cute, and then talks about the allegations of cheating with his partner. According to his timeline, they actually went on their first date in April and didn't become exclusive until after the events at AX, aka after his assault, don't forget. But you can see in the screenshots, he still does say some NSFW things to people after this time, so is he really that innocent? Let's be for real. This guy can't be committed, and the fact that he had a little sections trying to say he doesn't cheat is just laughable. I personally would consider all of his actions emotional cheating, and I would have dropped his ass if I was the scumbag's partner. But you know. Continuing on, Tora then basically sets a timeline for the events between him and Lily during AX. He basically confirms her story, says that during the Uber he was being petty and prodding her, holding her hand and pestering her because, quote, our form of being annoying is to ask things such as, are you still my friend? Do you still love me? I still love you. Please don't be mad at me. And so forth. Sir, if you're
that ain't being annoying, bro. That's called being manipulated. Look. I don't even want to listen to this, but
definition of being annoying is
we're gonna get both sides of this story, bro.
To constantly invade someone's personal space, touching them and verbally bothering them constantly while they're clearly pissed off at you. You need to learn when to keep your shit to yourself because that behavior is not cute in real life. That's harassment. And for God's sake, stop touching people so much. Damn. Anyway, he talks about the experience at the Airbnb, and I'll just let the document speak for itself. When he says, this is my annoying, petty, and high-pitched voice that I use to annoy others. Even then, there was no response, and I finished by kissing her on the cheek, something that I unironically would do to my straight male friends to get on their nerves.
Hey, man, don't be trying to use my excuse for your excuse, man. Look, alright, I wish to emphasize how explicitly careful I am now. I know by now I will not engage in any sexual activity with Lily. I just want her to talk to me and tell me she doesn't hate me anymore. I wanted my friend to tell me she was okay and she communicated. And if she communicated that she wanted me to stop bothering her at any time, I would. I decided to bother her some more before we go to sleep and as a final attempt. She is laying down on the couch with a blanket on top of her. I decided to sit around her knee area. And I was sitting down on the couch normally with my legs dangling to the floor. I explicitly do not use my hands at all. I was not going to do anything NSFW like touching the thigh, buttocks. Buttocks crazy to say ass, bro. Breast, crotch, or etc. I would not use my hands to touch anything. I could keep sitting on her and still no response. I decided to lean over and whisper, Lily, I love you. You're still my friend, right? Once again, I did not utilize any sexual or deep voice at all because I would not be engaging in an NSFW activity. This is my annoying, petty, and high-pitched voice that I use to annoy others. Even then, there was no response. And I finished by kissing her. See, bro, there was no response. She's laying down, maybe with her eyes closed, let's say that, right? She's laying down on the couch with a blanket on top of her. And she's not responding. And you're telling me that, hey, Lily, I love you. You're still my friend, right? And then she doesn't say anything, doesn't move, and you're like, mwah! On her cheek, bro. If that ain't the definition of sexual, man, this ain't no Sleeping Beauty. I'ma kiss her to wake her up, bro. This nigga a freak, bro. This nigga's a freak. I don't even want to read this no more, man. Get this.
Like what I said during the Uber incident, this shit is not okay.
Bro.
You do not get to invade someone's personal space and touch them without consent in any manner. Even kissing on the cheek is not okay if you didn't sign up for it. This man cannot be so dense to not know how it can be perceived or feel for a woman to suddenly have a man on top of her and trying to kiss her. That shit is.
By the way, bro, straddling, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If you're on top of anybody, like face, chest, crotch, we're gonna use crotch, and leg or legs, that is considered straddling, bro. I don't care if you're at her knees, bro. I honestly don't. Which, I mean, I see through you now, bro. You are most likely lying about this, bro. And that's the worst part. You're probably lying, trying to downplay what you did, bro. Can't even, like, own up to anything. 100%, you know what I'm saying? And in that case, bro, nigga, are you serious, bro? Like, be real. Like, BFFR, bro. BFFR, bro. You, nigga, you are not asleep, bro. Like, they caught you in 4K, bro. They ain't catch you in 4K, bro. Nigga, they caught you in a whole different dimension, bro. I don't even know what I don't know, bro. 5K, they got you in 5K, bro. The amount of situations that are on this video and they got you, bro. Nigga, they got you, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. First of all, what nigga's letting you kiss them on the cheek, bro? Like, you kiss me on my cheek, bro, I ain't gonna knock you out, bro. I'm gonna kick you in your nuts, bro. Honestly, bro. Like, that's the first thing I'm hitting you in. I'm hitting you in your nuts, bro. I'm gonna castrate you right then and there, bro. Honestly, bro. You're telling me you gonna kiss a sleeping girl on the cheek, man? I was just playing. Nigga, no, bro. That's sexual assault for real, bro.
Is revolting. And if he is that dense, man needs to fucking get a reality check because none of the shit is okay. It doesn't matter if you say you weren't planning on doing anything more. This shit is gross. This is 100% assault. Bro just admitted to it and doesn't even realize how his actions can traumatize someone who once trusted him. That's
yes,
terrible. He then tries saying there's a gotcha moment in Lily's document where she says he apologizes. But not once in the screenshot he provides does he ever say, I'm sorry. All he says is, it's on me, and I love you, which are not apologies, by the way. He also assumes that a clearly upset person saying, I'm not sure what more there is to say, equates to, we good. Like, bro, I know you're socially inept like a rock, but come on, really? It's clear she's still pissed off, but doesn't want to talk anymore because she's overwhelmed.
Why did he have the platform to even get in these girls' DMs in the first place, bro? That's all I want to know, bro. Why, bro? How?
Not hard! Anyway, he tries closing this out by reaffirming he's never been intimate with anyone else besides his partner.
Whatever, bro.
And then he'll graduate and leave, and doesn't plan on coming back, which I really hope he doesn't come back because he's definitely not welcome.
He's not
also,
welcome,
he
bro.
tries to cash out by selling his model and assets before he leaves, but the funny part is his own model mama denounces him, instead offering his model art to be free layer or rigging practice. They clarify in a later post that it will be art only and not the original files. It'll be downsized, which makes sense so no one can use it as a model. Nikto, who has done a few audio commissions for Tora, has publicly stated that Tora cannot resell his commissions. And with that piss poor excuse of an apology document, the guy got rightfully pounced on his replies and quote retweets. Not only does he never apologize to Lily or any named victims in particular, he fails to truly take accountability by never acknowledging the assault was assault and that his harassment is harassment.
That's all I need from you, girl. I appreciate you. Look, man, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how, like, social cues, you know what I'm saying, maybe you don't catch on to them. Fine, I'll give you that. But you're telling me that in a situation where you are straddling a girl, where, okay, let's you're not straddling her, but your balls is just right between her kneecaps, right? And then you're like, do you love me? Are we still friends? While this girl is not responding to you, bro. And then your response to her not responding to you is like, and then when somebody gets in the room, you gonna hop off her real quick. Nigga, you a freak. Nigga, you's a freak, bro. Like, look, keep it 100, bro. Keep it all the way 100, bro. You is a freaky deek nigga, bro. Honestly, bro. Look, man. Look, I can't even, bro. This video an hour 30 minutes. I'm about to go. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm about to go. Shelby, you outside? We going outside. I'm taking my dog outside, bro. I can't. Man, look, man. Again. Yeah, man. I'm stunned, bro. Though, like, from what I just heard, bro, I can't even, bro. Like, subscribe to all that, bro. I will link the original video down. I will link all these victims, honestly, bro. These are definitely victims, bro. I'll link all their Twitters down below. And have a good day. Peace.